I'm back, everybody. I'm running out of hand movements to do, so it's gonna get weird. Today I'm going to be collabing with YamiSketchWorks, and make sure to go check her out. I will have her video linked in the description and her channel as well. What we did is we gave each other 3 words. 1 adverb, no that's not right, 1 verb, 1 noun, and 1 adjective. If you want to see what I gave her, you'll have to go watch her video. I tried to make them kind of go together, but also be kind of random because, you know, that's kind of the whole point. And she gave me library, celebrate, and oval. So, library and celebrate didn't intimidate me too much. Oval though? I don't know how I'm gonna do that. I'm not gonna be making a character, which I know would be a lot easier for me, but we're gonna be doing a full-on illustration. And I think I'm gonna do it in landscape as well, which, okay, I never do. So definitely a day to step outside my comfort zone. I'm also gonna be using a medium that I never use. Why am I doing this to myself? Gouache. I got new gouache, and I thought I could use it for today's video because I can't wait any longer. Okay, I have to open it. But yeah, definitely a little bit of a recipe for disaster since I'm using a medium that I'm not familiar with. I'm drawing a background and stuff, which I usually never do. I could make you a character using those 3 words, but that's not what we're doing, okay? No. And also, I don't know, what's the other challenge? I'm doing in landscape, is that really, I don't know. We're stepping outside our comfort zones, at least I am today, so yeah, I don't have a plan of what I'm gonna do, because library and celebrate, when you really think about it, how am I gonna get those 2 together? Because like, you don't really celebrate at a library, it's supposed to be quiet. Like, I can't just throw a birthday party at a library. So I'm a little confused. I don't know what to do. I thought I'd bring you guys along so we can, you know, try and figure it out together. Oh, I'm sorry. I have my beat up sketchbook, look at it. This is smudging off, this cracked, and I tried filling it with a gel pen. I'm too lazy to go over it with paint. Okay, I'll do it before the sketchbook tour. I'll clean this thing up before the sketchbook tour. But for now, let's just sketch something out. So we're doing this in landscape. Oh, and I'll also be using a paper that I never use, canvas paper, acid-free, acrylic, gesso primed, and 280 grams? I don't think that's what that means, but that's what GSM, and then there's 10 sheets. But we're gonna use this because I think it's thick enough for gouache. I don't know though, I don't use stuff like this very often. The only time I used it is when I painted with Skittles. So I don't have the best experience with this paper. I usually just use watercolor paper, but I don't know why I'm not using watercolor paper. Okay, just ignore me, please. You know what? Okay, let's just draw a few things. So we have a book, and then there's an oval on the book. Some kind of cool design. I don't know what I'm doing. Ovals, that's a circle, sorry. Oval. Really any type of round shape that isn't a perfect circle. Technically, that's also an oval. I think of the like celebratory emoji, you know, wheel, wheel, wheel. It sounds like wheel. I'm stuck. Let's just open the gouache up and we'll swatch it because that's at this point the only thing I like doing. So here it is, fresh paint. Ooh, it's cold. Why are the tubes cold? There are little numbers here, so I assume those are like the hue, I think. I know there's a pamphlet in here. Gouache, step-by-step plan. It's basically showing you how to make this in like a couple different languages. I read this because I have to read it, I don't know. Talent's art creation is ideal for beginners. That was really unnecessary. I'm sorry. you are around, we'll catch all the mice in town. Okay, we've got our wonky little piece of paper, and this is watercolor paper, so I think it should work fine. Finally, let's get to swatching. I don't think I need to swatch the white, and also white is precious to me, so we're not gonna use it up. Here we have lemon yellow, and it is 205. And this brush is green. This is why we wash our brushes beforehand, children. Don't use me as an example, please. This is too diluted. We need more paint. You need to like get it perfectly. The consistency has to be it's very specific. And so we don't want to dilute it too much, but we don't want to. Oh, that's a different color. Oh my God. Okay, that's the wrong color. That's the wrong color. Oh my God, I'm so annoying. I want to try gouache. Like really give it an attempt. And I don't think that's gonna be today, but we're testing here, okay? That's 201, okay. 205, 201, light yellow. Gouache on paper, get it? On paper, sorry. Gouache on paper seems like it would be like the perfect art supplies for me, since, you know, it doesn't dry too slowly, and it's like a mix of watercolor and acrylic, which is great because I really like watercolor, but it's not as opaque as I would like it to be, and with gouache you can work from dark to light and from light to dark, which is great, and it just seems like it would be a really good art supply for me, at least personally, but I don't know how good it's gonna be, because at the end of the day I have to test it out to see if I like it, and I hope I will, because I want to be able to use it. Maybe someone's like celebrating the fact that they found a book that they've been looking for. Maybe they're like in a pile of books. Just a bunch of books. Because they've been looking for so many books, and the bookshelves are like half empty, and they're just like piled. And they're like, yes, I found the book that I've been looking for, yay! And they like look super proud, and they're like, woohoo, yeah, I'm buried in books, but like I found the book. What if it's an oval border and then some stuff are like breaking out of the border? Am I allowed to do that, or is that cheating? So we have like an oval, right? And then we have like a bunch of books here, the pile of books, and then we have the person or something like this. Maybe they're like standing on top of the books or something. And then the book is like out of the border. Is that cheating? I think that should be allowed, right? And there's like a bunch of books in the background. I kind of want to make it cool, like some kind of spell book. I know that's not really in the prompts, but like, I can't help it but go like fantasy and like magical, okay? That's just what I like drawing. I'm just going over the same thing because I'm stressed. Ah! Wow, I didn't think this would be this complicated. It's just 3 words. Okay, what if we have like a character right here, right? And they're like opening a spell book. And in the spell book, and there's like, they're in a library, right? In the spell book, there's an oval. Or no, maybe we could do the whole like breaking out of the thing. Maybe the person's breaking out of it. That's kind of cool. Maybe someone's like giving someone else a birthday invitation, and it's like an oval shaped birthday card or something. Or maybe like they're sitting at a desk, 2 people, right? And then someone like passes a book, right? And inside the book is a little invitation to celebrate their birthday, right? This is harder than I thought. I think the only reasonable thing is this, because it actually uses the prompts. Tell me, if you had to make an illustration using the words library, celebrate, and oval, what would you make?
Celebrating an oval in a library. I don't know what an oval means.
An oval is an elliptic shape. It's like a weird circle that isn't a perfect circle. It's any kind of round thing that isn't a perfect circle.
Okay. A, a, a party in around the library.
Okay. I don't know, I asked a child, because, they've got like a wild imagination or whatever.
Don't go away for too long. Don't go to bed. I'll make a cup of coffee for your head. Get you up and going out of bed. I don't want to see blah 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 blah. I don't know the lyrics. Yeah.
What do I do? This was gonna be a short video. Yet here we are. It's like 8. Why do I film so late? Wow, I'm over here like bars. I don't. There was about 10 more minutes of that and just me trying to figure out what I'm gonna draw, so I saved the trouble and just cut out all that nonsense. We got an oval. You know what? Enough of me talking. Let's just cue the speed paint. You didn't think you would get rid of me that easily, did you? Yeah, okay, voiceover me is here. Sorry, it just like cut straight to half of the painting being finished. But if I kept all that stuff in, then I'm sorry, this video would be way too long and I don't want to bore you with that. Also, I don't want to have to ramble for more time than needed, so. Basically, let's just talk about my experience with gouache. I actually really enjoyed using it. It was really nice, especially compared to watercolor. I still, nothing can top watercolor for me, okay? It's watercolor and I love using it. But I think gouache is really cool and I would love to use it in the future. Obviously, I'm not 100% sure if I like it that much since I really only used it then and I haven't fully, practiced with it or gave it a good chance. I was really tired as well and I really just didn't perform my best. I didn't give it my all since, again, it was 8 p.m. which is way too late to be filming a video, but that's just on brand at this point. I think it's really nice how you can just layer things with lighter colors. So I got a little bit of the hair color on the shoulder and it was so easy, just covering it up when it dried. It is a little bit concerning, the fact that you can reactivate it, and I'm scared that if you add another color on top, then it could reactivate the color underneath, but it didn't do that for me. I think it was fine. I did kind of make the colors a lot more muted and muddy because that's the look that I was going for, and I felt like it would match with that brown color for the shelves. It was a little bit streaky though. I feel like probably because I was using a very small brush for the background. I think if you used a bigger brush then it wouldn't be streaky at all, but I also diluted it and it just felt a little bit different than watercolor because I feel like it flowed into the water a little bit differently. I don't exactly know how to explain it, but it's just, it felt different than watercolor because it's not watercolor, but I'm just comparing it to watercolor because that's what I'm used to. So yeah, it is, you can dilute it, but just so you know, it's not a lot less opaque, but it is a little more opaque just straight out of the tube. But I don't think it's a good idea to use it with 0 water because it doesn't really, it doesn't perform its best. I think it's good when it's a good happy in between diluted and straight out of the tube. I did really enjoy being able to reactivate the colors, especially since gouache dries pretty quickly and my palette was dry after not long, and so I could reactivate it, which was nice. I just want to apologize for the lack of I don't know, this piece isn't the best, that's for sure. It's not my best work, but when I added the line art and stuff, I actually think it turned out a lot better, and I enjoyed using it. I did. I will use gouache in the future more, and I want to practice in my sketchbook or something. And yeah, after the line art was added, I think everything it tied everything together and it looked a lot better. And the colors, the books that she's sitting in, I guess, are very messy, and at that point I was getting tired and I couldn't really mix any colors because I was just using the muddy colors that I already had on the palette, and I was just mixing muddy colors with muddy colors, and so I got really gray colors. I don't know what was going on, okay, but the line art definitely made it better. And I don't know, another thanks to Yami, I think that's how you pronounce your name, but I'm not quite sure. I don't know how to pronounce anything, okay, I'm sorry. But thank you so much for collabing with me on this video. I had a lot of fun, even though it might not seem like it. This was fun, even though I did struggle quite a bit for some reason, but it was probably just because I was kind of feeling the pressure to do something cool and different and not what I normally do. It's still pretty much in my comfort zone, but you know, I tried something different, right? I use a different medium, and like I drew a background, I guess. I don't know. Overall, sorry, I hate that word now. Okay, if you know, you know. Okay. Yeah, thank you for collabing with me, Yami, and go check her out and go watch her video. And I guess I have to end the video now. So this is the finished product. Here are some shots, you know, all that stuff. And I guess I will see you all in my next video. Like, subscribe, blah blah blah, all that stuff. Yeah, sorry this video is a little random, but yeah, bye.